Adrian's gonna look for. Actually, this will probably be a religion check for this one. Looking for something in regards to theological symbols. So.
All right. So, where is this? Okay.
Excuse me.
Okay, so Lucy is going to aid you in this task, and so I'm going to roll for her
All right.
to see how well she does.
All right, and a roll of religion check for me.
Yes.
All right, let's do it. Oh wow. Okay, we did pretty well.
Wow. So Adrian's helping Lucy.
All right. Where did I put that? Okay.
Excuse me.
That's all the way back here. Wow. All right. So you're searching through a couple of these symbols, and it takes about an hour for you to find any sort of reference to any of these symbols. And you are able to find reference to 2 more symbols.
Aha. Okay. And they are?
All right. In searching through, you recognize that the symbol in the middle row with the eye is of Vocab.
Vocab. I was like, huh. So we just found the library guy in the library. Ironic. Like, is that fitting or ironic?
Yes.
Yes. So throughout this whole thing, Lucy's actually been just very intent on just trying to find a reference to the eye, and then she asks you, "All right, what was that? All right, can you tell me one of the other? Can you tell me one of the other symbols look like?"
Josh, can you put it up just for a reference?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, it's. Oh, you gotta be. Oh, there we go. Looks. Okay, here's one. It sort of looks like looks like a dancer.
Can you draw it out for me?
Okay. He, as best as he can, draws out the dancer. You know, missing a neck, and looks like it has like a tail coming out of the back. Yeah, as best as I can, but I think that's the closest I can think of. I
don't think I've ever seen that thing before. My memory's pretty good. What about any of the other ones?
Let's see. That's actually a bit better. Looks like there's one that is like a skull on a tree branch.
You see her eyes just kind of widen in concern. Could you draw it out for me?
Okay. He draws the skull thing first, and then one line diagonal across, one going down, one curving upwards, and then the other curving the opposite way.
She takes one look at it, grabs the paper, and just starts ripping it up.
But Lucy,
Whoa.
What was that about?
The scythe and the skull. she I can't utter his name.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Worse than the horn guy?
No, but about it, but up there.
Okay, got it. Okay, let's skip that one for now. There was another.
I can't say it, but I can write his name down if you promise. She grabs you by the shoulders and just looks dead into your eye. Promise me you will not utter his name. Because if you do, you're gonna put yourself in a lot of danger.
Understood.
She writes down the name.
Gotcha. All right. Never say that name. Completely gone from my mind. All right. All right. So avoiding that. Let's get back.
Then she just kind of sets fire to the thing that she just wrote.
Right. And for my sake, I'll remember. Can you put that to private, just so that way I forget as well? Thank you. All right. Next. Okay, so this might be a little bit easier. This time he's actually going to draw. It looks sort of like a weird scimitar that has wings, kinda.
So yeah, you spend a good amount of time trying to figure out what that one is, but unfortunately, you don't find any books with reference to that symbol.
Darn.
Well, it wasn't a total loss. We identified 2 of the symbols.
Right. Yep. Bocob and the other dude. Got it. Okay.
Where were you that appeared?
Okay. Last I checked, Adrian. Double checking. The library is pretty much closed. Lucy and I are the only ones in here, right?
Yes. Yeah. It's like from the rules that technically you're not allowed to be in here if you're a student, but professors occasionally, kind of bend the rules a little bit in order to do some extra research or get help grading term papers.
We're here.
Yes, and also, it's like sometimes professors, when they're on duty, they bend the rules a little bit.
Right. Okay, I'm not exactly sure, but the last thing that happened, Adrian puts his hand on where the sword should be. This started glowing.
Wait, it did? But you told me you had that thing for decades, and it never reacted until it actually reacted?
Yeah, I have no clue. I've been studying this thing for close to 40 years now. And I've come hell or high water, I've been trying to find something regarding this, and the second I enter that dark world, it starts glowing. Heck, I didn't even know until Adrian looks over, till that little alchemist there was able to see it while it was invisible. I think his goggles have the ability to read aura, but I have no idea. But I have no clue how he's able, where they came from. Possibly, more likely, they came from his parents, and but yeah, as soon as I unsheathed it, as soon as I took this off, points to the ring, glowing like mad.
I see. So. Hmm. Is it still glowing or?
No. Adrian quick takes off the ring just to see.
It is not glowing anymore.
Puts the ring back on. No. Nope, doesn't look like it. Yeah, I think it probably reacted to just the dark world. Because the last thing that happened, but we found a room that had a giant black door in it. And the second, my sword reacted to it like a magnet to a piece of iron.
Huh.
All of a sudden, it almost felt, actually, DM, just a reminder, did the color come back briefly, when the sword was drained, or?
No.
No. Just react. Color didn't come back, but the second that opened, the second I touched that thing in the middle, door popped up. And then a weird guy and some figure with a skull for a face and cloaked came up to us and just knocked us out. Gosh, I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I think I might have to go back.
Do you know how you got back there in the first place?
No clue. I was just walking and then just a bright flash of light. I don't even know where I was. I was just walking to the university.
Well, do you know how to get back there? It's do you know where to start?
I haven't the foggiest idea. Apparently everyone was just minding our own business. Turning papers, apparently putting up flyers, looking for playing with a doll. Don't ask. And then looking at trying to capture a criminal. I'm missing something, and I don't know what it is. But I have a feeling it's connected to what I have sheathed on my hip.
Probably. It's too much of a coincidence to ignore.
Yeah. Well, see if you can find Mike and Alex, and if you can, also inform that Oodle and I'm back.
Yeah, I can do that. But first, she takes all the books that she put out. I'm going to have to put all of these back. It was, Adrian.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're okay.
Me too. And I'm glad you're doing well. I just hope I wasn't missed. I just hope I was missed by everybody here.
Well, I know two people who missed you a lot.
Lucy, before I forget, did anyone take over for me while I was out? While I was missing?
No, your class was, well, we did have a little bit of substitute, but, it was deemed best that your course be canceled until at least a year out, because you know sometimes people go missing for a long time, and Headmaster didn't think it would be appropriate to give someone else your job until at least a year has passed.
All right. That makes me feel a lot better.
So, to assuage your fear, I think you still do have a job, but I don't know. It's like he might give you some he might give you some leave to figure this out.
Yeah. That would make a lot more. That would make a lot of sense.
Well, I gotta go. Bye.
Bye.
All right.
Actually, now I think I'm gonna make my way over to the Netherese section.
All right.
All right. So in doing so, I will use one of my specific my lore skills.
Yay! Oh my gosh!
Dang!
Well,
Good night, everybody.
I don't think it's high enough. Check again.
Okay, so what exactly are you trying to investigate?
Okay, so looking through any connection of the Netherese Empire, like past stuff regarding the Netherese Empire, in connection with not just the sword, but something similar to what happened in the Dark World.
In learning more about the Netherese, you do know of and in connection of what happened to the Dark World. There is a single sentence from your research notes that catches your eye, and ordinarily you didn't think much about it, but given recent circumstances, the similarity. It's too uncanny. It's a passage that talks about a city that vanished. A Netherese city that vanished without a trace. And no one knows where it went. No one. All you do know is that this particular city it was populated by quite a few different races other than human. But all that people could find of traces of this city was that the entire area where it used to be was completely and utterly black. Not from soot, but from some sort of magic.
insert ubiquitous that's racist joke here.
I was gonna say this is in your normal darkness, it's advanced darkness.
Hey, SpongeBob quote, yay.
Yes. You're searching around, and you find the name of the city. And I'm going to type it because you guys are not going to.
Fultonthar.
Yes.
Aha.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna remember that anytime soon.
Yes.
Thultenthar. Yeah, no.
Fultonthar.
So it's
Fultonthar.
Thultenthar.
You know what? That sounds Finnish.
Give me 1 sec. I'm actually gonna get a pen, so I'll remember to say a little bit. Give me a sec.
Fultonthar.
You know what? I am a griffin. I have an excuse. Boom.
Behold all the F's I do not give.
A course grammar
Okay.
checker.
All right.
Eh.
All right. Pen retrieved. Spelling L. Come on. Cooperate.
Nay, I say, I shall not cooperate with you.
Alright. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Okay, come on. Yeah, there we go.
All right. So, as you discover the name and you're writing and you continue to write things down, you're writing things down because you think like you realize you're on a realize you might have something to continue investigating here. You see, it's like you feel a tap on your shoulder again. It's you see Lucy again, and she's accompanied by Hoshimi and Seven. They said they were with you?
Oh, yeah, hi, Lucy, this is, Hoshimi, and this is, Seven, the Griffin.
Hello.
So, yeah.
Hello?
All right. So, okay, so Adrian's doing a little bit of research here. I suppose you could help him, but I need to go. I need to go talk to some people. So I'll let you three talk. I'll let you three talk things out. Goodbye.
All right. Thanks, Lucy.
Who was that? Your girlfriend?
No, that was Lucy Equator. She is one of the English teachers here at the university. She's a published novelist, in fact.
Ah, I see.
Too late, Ari's already shipped it.
Yeah, she was just helping me. She was just helping me out with a couple of things regarding those symbols that we looked at earlier. We did figure out one of them. Okay, two of them, but one of them I promise I can't say because, well, I could die, more than likely. But the one I did recognize.
Okay.
Okay, but the one I did recognize. Do you remember the that triangle with the pyramid's eye, with the eye in the center?
Yes.
Bokob. Of Bokob's library.
Bokob.
What's that mean?
Okay, how am I gonna explain this to a griffin? Okay,
This is actually not a name I'm familiar with either.
Okay, yeah, are you familiar with the Outer Planes by any chance?
After a fashion.
Wait, hang on a second. Adrian immediately goes back to the theology section looking for a specific book. Outer Planes for Dunderheads.
Alrighty then.
Shout out!
Oh,
It will never leave!
the Outer Planes for Dunderheads, and that is still in the journal.
Yay! Like, thank you, Mom, for this cheat sheet.
You know, I expected there would be some kind of returning thing from previous sessions to make a grand cameo. I never expected it would be that book.
Oh my god. Like, immediately he goes to the section where the Outer Planes book is.
I'm sorry, I think that
It
made
took me a second to even find it, but
that made my entire night. Oh.
Yay!
Okay, so
wow, this is a flashback. I haven't
Yeah.
looked at this thing in forever.
So, he's showing both Hoshimi and Seven. This is basically the realm of the gods.
Okay. The second you say the word gods, you notice a weird look flash on Hoshimi's face before she puts it back to its normal calm state.
What?
Go on.
Okay, so basically, each level, based on both alignment and other stuff, is basically where we end up after we eventually pass on. But we are determined. He points to the center, where that giant tower is. That is Bo Cobb's library. It is basically a treasure trove of infinite knowledge.
Hoshimi looks at the tower, and she mutters something under her breath in a language you do not understand.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't people just fly up there then? It doesn't look far.
It's a bit more complicated than that.
7. You can't go there when you're still alive. If what he's saying is
Actually, technically you can, but that's a little tricky.
You can?
Technically my mom and dad went there. Actually, my dad
Hoshimi just kind of stares at him.
I know it sounds weird, but it's true. In fact, if I'm correct, they were... they started at Bo Cobb's library, and if I remember the exact place, it was... he points to number 13. Yeah, that's where it was. 13, Ribcage. Yeah, they have to go there in order to get to... And then he points towards Bator. There.
Hoshimi looks all of this over, and then she abruptly stands up and just turns away.
I'm sorry. Is this a bit too much?
No, just. She just walks off.
Sorry. Just Adrian closes the outer planes for Dunderheads. I'm sorry. I was just trying to explain the whole deity thing, and
explain it to 7. I know what gods are. I don't need anything else.
Oh.
I'll speak after Lunacorba.
Mhm.
So, should Owen make a listen check with an extra fangirl bonus for that? To hear that?
In a second. So
I was simply going to ask, do I need a roll to see if I can even understand the image I am looking at from the outer planes for Dunderheads?
Well, no.
Are you enough of a dunderhead to understand the dunderheads?
Yeah.
It's a
You a dunderhead or an underhead?
only if you only if you believe that there's no roll required for this. Only if you believe that your character it depends on if you believe that the character understands it.
Blissey, do you believe?
I believe. I mean, she sees the images, she sees the words. She may not fully understand what some of the words mean or say. She certainly doesn't know what it means for like, ooh, there's lands flying around this other land in the center. Okay.
Pretty shapes.
I know it's
Pretty shapes. She said, okay, you know what? Child mind spec, pretty picture.
Pretty picture.
All right.
Okay, so yeah, Adrian closes the book. Yeah, it's a bit to all take in, but oh boy, like the second you experience it, it feels like it's hard to explain. It's like something new, like trying to tasting a new food, and then all of a sudden you like it and want more, and you want to experiment more with it.
Seven's stomach immediately growls. I think I understand.
Apologies. It is a bit chaotic and a bit lawful and a bit neutral and sorry, speaking Outer Planes talk, but I did cross-reference something else. Hoshimi, you might want to hear. Oh, she's gone. Well.
Yeah, she's she's mad. She said she isn't, but her body tells the truth.
Yeah,
Her hips don't lie.
Got it? Wasn't gonna say. Come on. Give me some credit here. I'm playing a character. Come on.
Oh my god, her waist is a Oh my god, her waist is a mind of its own. It's like her hips are possessed by a demonic Shakira. Her hips don't lie.
Get out.
But yeah, well. Adrian sits down and proceeds to pet Seven on the head lightly, so not to overstimulate. It's hard without someone to talk to with similar knowledge and, same interests as me.
I'm sorry I can't meet that brain. But you seem really worried about this, and I'm not sure how to help. Normally when I would be upset, my parents would cuddle me. Oh!
Don't.
Seven immediately grabs Adrian and huggles him.
Oh, thank you. Awkward pat. Awkward pat on Seven's back.
I know. I'm sorry. I don't have a nest. It would be a lot better if there was a nest involved. That's what my parents would do.
Yeah, just careful around the back. Still hurts.
Oh, Seven immediately lets go. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. To be fair, not all of those were from people I thought I could trust. Actually, the puncture wound on my left shoulder was actually from a dart trap when I tried to open up a treasure chest. I did not detect traps in the immediate vicinity.
And there it is.
He said it!
It's back from the dead!
Put it on a t-shirt!
Bill already has it on a t-shirt!
Sorry, Josh.
No, you're not.
But yeah. Ooh. Adrian trying to feel his back around where the gun was. All right, it's not too bad. Probably only a first degree, not a second degree. Ugh. All right, shouldn't take long to heal up. Ow.
So wait a minute. Did they do that to you, or
It's a bit complicated, Seven, but I'm more than just a teacher at this university. I'm also an adventurer.
You, an adventurer? Like Hoshimi came back over while you were talking.
Yeah,
adventurer?
my job is here. I study Netherese. I'm a professor of.
He teaches others things that will let them do better in the world. Seven.
not.
Oh, so you're like a parent.
In a way.
Yes, but when the only difference is I give assignments. Think of like chores as grading. Chores that are graded. You don't understand. Okay, never mind.
Well, so graded mean rewarded. I think I understand. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's actually a pretty good. Yeah.
That's the basic gist of it, actually. Yes. Seven reaches over and Hoshi reaches over and pats Seven's beak. That's pretty much how it is.
But
I get it. So, when I did something right, I was rewarded. But if I didn't, is that what happened with you?
Let me think about this in a way that she would understand. An adventurer. Okay, you know how animals go hunting?
Yes, my parents went hunting all the time.
It's like doing that for more than just food. And sometimes he gets attacked by others who are doing their own hunting.
yeah, well, here's the thing about that. I live basically on a teacher's salary, and that's...
In Cord, are you crazy?
It was my choice. Like, it's my job to teach these kids that they don't make the same mistakes that my dad's generation went through.
You
And
know,
so-
for someone who spoke so highly of his father when we were detained, that's quite the contrast.
yeah, there was this. It's hard to explain, but there was this one guy, who screwed up really badly.
Oh, Shylin. She smirks.
No, worse than that. Genocidal levels.
Hoshimi blinks and
So does
is there a
Seven.
is there a chance that Hoshimi would have heard tales of this particular fellow?
Is there a role for it?
I'm thinking if it would. I'm thinking if it would make sense.
Still not working.
I think that would have to be a flat intelligence check.
Okay. Hold on. There it is.
Nope.
Eh.
You do not. It's You don't know what he's referencing.
Yeah, this guy screwed up really badly. And my
Go ahead. Sorry.
my dad did not want the same mistake to happen again. He wanted my generation to learn from the mistakes of the past. It's why I became a history teacher. But having a master's degree in Netherese history and, well, it doesn't quite pay the bills, let's just say. So
Wait. Let me get this straight. You became a history teacher because that was what your father wanted?
I chose it myself. Because well, essentially, yeah, but he well, I wanted to go into history. He actually encouraged it. But
well, as long as you don't take too much from what your parents expected of you.
Well, anyway, because compensation is hard to come by, especially here, I had to take a second job doing academic assignments in the Urzaban Desert. And,
So you're a teacher and an archaeologist.
Yeah, essentially.
Interesting resume.
And for those that get the reference, yes, I am.
Dun,
All right. So, okay, so do you three mind continuing your conversation in text while we move over to the other group?
Sure.
That's fine
Yep.
with me.
All right.
All right. So now we're gonna sort of jump back in time a little bit. So we're going a little bit back in time to like right when all of you entered. It's Olwyn. You gestured Flint and Sybil to come to a specific corner of the library to do whatever it was you were going to do.
Okay, so, Sybil, are there any kind of books that you really like? She says, still a little unnerved, but, trying to, be friendly and nice to the thing that she has on her back.
Well, I used to read lots of books. It's been a while, though. A little while.
Oh, what kind of books? So what kind of books did you like?
Oh, just whatever books I came across.
Oh, then...
Anything that would interest me.
Oh, okay, then... I have some ideas of stuff that you might like. But, do you know what your reading level is? Do you like reading really, really big books, or do you like reading books with pictures?
What do you like?
I like both.
Then I'll try what you like.
Okay. She goes over to the biography section, and she's kind of yanking Flint along with her, because she thinks that he might like it too. And she starts...
Well, you see... What?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, while he's walking along with you, you see him grabbing like just random books off the shelf and checking them real quick. Book, and then he lifts up a book stack that's like twice the size of him. Knowledge is power. And then the books fall on top of it.
Oh, wait! Flint, wait! She puts down Sybil and she starts helping Flint get some of the books off of him.
Is there something the matter?
Just making the most of a good situation. Ow, paper cut.
Oh, just be careful. Okay. Let's see. I love reading biographies. They're the story of real people. But I also kind of really like, silly romance books. But, so here, she looks through the biography section, and she takes off, how many do I have in here? She takes out 4 books. And you could tell that and Flint and Sybil, you could tell she already knows what these books are. And probably has read them a few times. She hands them... Let's see. Alright. She hands 2 to Flint and 2 to Sybil.
You absolute nerd.
Anyways, but she carefully makes sure that the one that looks kids level, the thinner one, as well as the dishonor on you, also goes to Sybil.
Gosh, I just got the reference.
How slow are you?
I hate you.
And she gives the 2 thicker ones to Flint. These are some of my favorites. I wonder if they have some of the more limited editions ones here. I mean, this is a university library, so maybe they'll have some more of the really, heavy stuff and the darker stuff. Oh my goodness! But Flint, is there something that you wanted to find?
Yeah, it can. And then he just kind of gingerly pushes the books aside. Not that I'm not interested in factual books, but there are certain things that I think you'd find a little more BAM, if you know what I mean.
I like BAM. Me BAM.
You like BAM too? I mean, yeah, let's go. So he takes her to the fantasy section. Kind of, it's not exactly like science fiction. I don't know if they would have that at this point, but basically kind of fantasy-esque book section. And he tries to reach onto the freaking shelf.
Does he make it? She can get it.
Yeah, actually, he does what he did before. He actually takes a bunch of random books off the shelf and makes a little stack for himself, so he can actually climb up and reach the top shelf.
Well, let me put it this way. If I were to make an equivalent era for Alatastica at this point, it would be sort of the early 1800s. So, and Frankenstein, the very first science fiction novel ever written, was written in 1818. So, science fiction sort of like that.
Okay, so kind of very low-key, kind of original classic science fiction kind of thing.
Yes.
I don't know. Murasaki Shikibu, the Japanese novelist, is credited, the Tale of Princess Kaguya, which is circa 1000 AD, is credited as the first science fiction novel. So,
this isn't. This is Western 1800s.
Okay, fine.
Hang on one second, and he reaches for the top. He realizes that they not only have the book he's looking for, but they have the first edition, which he doesn't even know.
What is it? What is it?
He hands you the book, and this is what it is.
Dr. Metalmouth, Jaws of Iron. Oh, so she looks at the book. So it's like an adventurer book?
It's a super awesome story about a scientist, and basically what he did, he actually drank a bunch of metal during a scientific experiment, and it's his mouth, not only was his mouth made of iron, but his entire intestinal tract as well. He's actually able to drink a bunch of chemicals, put it together, and when he sloshes it around, he can actually spit out all kinds of chemical concoction, and he has this awesome assistant, and he takes on enemies for back and forth, and he outwits them using his powers and his mind, and he's... You have to read it right now.
Okay. I will do I'm going to check this one out, but she looks through the books to see if... Oh, nowhere ever has this one.
What are you looking for?
Well, it's, so, there was this one author who wrote a book from the perspective of, Cat named Tantmile, and, it said in the back of that book that she wrote another one, and it was completely fiction, but I can never find it anywhere. I don't think I see it. I don't see the author.
I don't think we need to read that one.
Okay.
We got a good stack here. This will be fun.
Oh, wait. A serious face. I need a couple of things from the non-fiction section.
You too?
You too?
You too? You three? I mean, you too?
Olwen looks over at Sybil. Are you doing okay over there?
Ah.
I'm
So,
doing just fine.
Do you think he's mature?
Sybil isn't really looking through a book with his own hands. He's just looking through multiple books, turning pages fairly quickly.
Do you think he'd want to read Dr. Metalmouth?
Yes.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past him.
You have not read till you've read this book.
Okay, I'll read it, I promise. It's on my list of things to check out. I do have to check and see if they have something in the, serious nonfiction at all, not even close section. But Sybil, you can read that fast? With that hand?
Input.
Can you teach me how to do that? I want to read really fast. There's so many books.
Number 5 is alive.
Okay, somebody did get the reference.
More input. I love Short Circuit.
More familiar with the second one personally, but whatever.
I'm very sad for you.
It's adorable. It's like Wally before Wally.
I know, right? Anyways, back to it. You think you can teach me how to read fast like that?
Depends on what you're trying to learn. That's what usually makes the difference.
I want to learn how to take in input like you do, because it would help my work, but also for fun.
If you wish to learn, I'm sure there are a few things I could teach.
Ooh! Well, that'll be fun.
Flint leans in, very, very intrigued, but also a little bit nervous as well. Like he just kind of slides in behind his back, like.
But I don't think you should probably, if the teaching is going to be a long time or something that could potentially be dangerous, we probably shouldn't do it in a library. I don't want anything to happen to my books. I mean, their books. I mean, books.
And then what do you call it? Flint is already behind a bookshelf, and he's trying to do what he did. It's like, okay, let's see if I can do this as quickly as he does. Okay, once upon a time, the end. Once upon a time, the end. Once upon a time, don't care. Once upon a time, okay. Once upon a time, Cliff Notes. Okay, that didn't work.
No.